Despite signing as the Tigers' chief playmaker, Jerome Luai is happy to hand the 7 jersey to Latu Fainu this week.
You've seen glimpses, you've seen little bits here and there, but he hasn't played 80 minutes yet, which is what I'm excited about and how he can impact the game for the full 80. He's played 40 here and there, but I think he's also excited to take the field in that starting 7. I've got full belief in him and what he can do and what he can bring to our team. Yeah, and I think I'm just excited because he's keen. He's keen to get out there, strut his stuff and just be him, do what he does.
Jerome Luai there, signed to the Tigers to be the main man, but now looks like he's going to be happy to take a back seat to Fainu, who has got a lot of potential and could be their next halfback long term. Yeah. How do you guys see this?
I like it. If you look at what Fainu was able to do for the West Tigers, they trailed 16-0 against Canberra. He came on playing in a middle forward, ball playing 13 style of a role, and he helped turn the game. Ultimately, it led to the young bloke 5'8" being pulled off, and he finished up playing the 5'8" role. But I mean, Luai, he signed with the West Tigers. He wanted to be Batman. He wanted to be the main man. Has it worked? Well, off the back of 5 losses, isn't he a better 5'8"?
Yeah,
isn't he a better 6 than he is as a 7? So I think it's good on Benji. I noticed Joey Johns said it over the course of the last week, and whether Benji heard it or not, but clearly he's decided to make that decision.
He's better being Robin than Batman.
He was a great Robin at Penrith, wasn't he?
He was. This is it.
He's a great.
Yeah.
I hope he has as much influence.
Yeah.
Because you're paying him a lot of money
Yeah.
to sit outside a rookie halfback.
Yeah.
So, look, time will tell.
Yeah, but halfbacks are halfbacks, and then they can run the show. And I think it took away, and I thought that when he let Galvin run the show a bit, and then, you know, I think Luai's better. He's better second option.
He's still a very good player.
He's very, and then like he'll try.
It's also what he brings off the field.
Yeah.
And,
They had to pay what they had to pay to get him.
Yeah.
And I think in the long run, it'll be a good signing, but it's the best move for the club.
Yeah. Well, they've had a tough year with Galvin and all that situation. It's hard to have stability under those circumstances. Now, Talyn Da Silva begins meeting rival clubs already. Yeah,
no, he's already met with Todd Payton at the Cowboys, Jason Rolls at Parramatta. I think he met with Anthony Seabold at Manly today. This is a bit of a tough one, Braith. I think this Tigers local junior young gun will be out the door before June 30.
Oh, really?
So I think this gets done, in the next... Well, it's got to be done by Monday, doesn't it? So I think he's still got to go and meet with the Knights.
Is there a front runner at this point, or no?
Not that I'm aware of.
I'd have the Eels.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd have the Eels.
Okay.
So will the Tigers just let him go?
I think they are going to let him go, Gordon, and it's not particularly... I don't like it, but Api Koroisau's there, he's their captain.
How can you like it?
No, you can't.
You can't.
Appy's there, he's their captain.
Yeah,
they want to extend. Benji's got to win games in the short term now.
You're
He
a
loves
Tigers
Appy's
man.
leadership.
If I asked, is Talyn better than Api right now?
Not right now.
No, but in 18 months he's probably going to be.
He could well be.
Or 12 months.
Yeah.
18 months.
Absolutely.
He's the future of the West Tigers.
Yep.
Well, he could have been.
Well, he's not now.
Well,
He's not now. He's
That's
out
what
the
I'm
door.
saying.
Him and Lockie Galvin
been
were
the
going to be
future.
the future of the West Tigers.
Yep. Well,
that's out the door.
Well, here he is. He's joined a list that
I don't
we've
know.
concocted in our
Well, the lab.
Bat Cave. The lab. Mitch Moses. These are the goodbye Tigers. Tigers that had debuted but lost to other clubs. Mitchell Moses, James Tedesco, Aaron Woods, Ryan Pappenhausen, Josh Addo-Carr, Lachlan Galvin, and now Talyn Da Silva.
So they had it a bit, because you left the club as well, bro.
When I left, they went downhill. Let's be honest. No, but in all
That's a
seriousness,
fair bit of talent there.
It was a kick in the guts back then, Braith, and this is an absolute kick in the guts for Tigers members and fans now, because there's been so many false dawns at that club over the course of the last decade off the back of 3 wooden spoons. The local juniors are something that they give you a bit of hope and they give you a bit of belief, and you want to think that you look at the stronger clubs. The Panthers are the best example. They've got the biggest junior nursery. They hum off the back of that procession line, and for the Tigers to just continually get beat to the punch in that respect, it's a tough pill to swallow.
This one's, for me, is a little bit of a tough one, though, because Talyn didn't want to play with Api and wasn't willing to sort of see out another year or so playing underneath him, right? So they've had to make a call on it. And it's not a simple call, though, Gordy. I know you maybe think it is. Yeah. I think you
I think it is.
Yeah, I'm not so sure.
And I say it with the greatest respect to Api, and an absolute superstar of the game, and what he brings to the West Tigers now.
So you get rid of Api then?
And second to that is how important he is for Benji. Now, let's not beat around the bush here. He's super important to Benji surviving longer term than his current contract at the West Tigers. But your future's your future. And this kid is a local junior of the West Tigers who his trajectory's like that. He currently has 4 NRL clubs chasing him. And
Api's not a bad player, though.
he's not a... I've said
Api's
that,
a
Rafe.
very good player.
I've said that,
He's a
Rafe.
seasoned
But,
premiership
okay, so
winner.
you
But
three,
I'm
and I'm not arguing with you guys, but you 3 would have got rid of Koroisau before Da Silva. Is that right?
No, I'm not saying that.
What about a loan system? What about a
I'd
loan?
make the hard call.
Can
It's
the
a tough
Tigers
call.
just say you can have him, but it's on a loan?
I'll tell you what's really tough.
They got
Gordon,
Harry Grant on a loan.
is that when you look at the Melbourne Storm, let's look at the Melbourne Storm when they had Cameron Smith and Harry Grant. They found a way to make that work. And you see it at the stronger clubs at this point in time, the way the competition's set up. The teams that are down the bottom are just getting bent over all the time. They
Dare I
just
say
get
it,
cherry
in
picked
Melbourne, what
with
they
all
do-
of their top talent.
In Melbourne, the players want to be there, so they're happy to be patient and they're happy to wait their turn, and they probably go an extra. I've got it with Jonah Peasant. Happy to stay there, do his apprenticeship, play under the players. He would have been playing first grade at any other club a year or 2 ago, but he sits back and because it's a different. It's just the Melbourne Storm and how they do it. Like, look how they've got all their players. Look at Falongo. He'd be playing everywhere, starting every game for anyone. But he's happy to sit behind Pappenhausen. So it's a hard comparison when you got Talyn who doesn't want to do that. You know, he wants to play, and that's okay. That's fine. He's got every right to do that. You know, but
If Talyn got first grade money, like proper money, would he stay, you reckon? Is it about money?
I don't think it's not money. It's not money.
I don't think it is
You want
about
him,
money.
so like he wants to start. He
No,
wants his own
he
team.
just generally,
He
he's
deserves
20
the
years old.
opportunity.
He
now.
does.
He's 20 years old and he is good enough, Gordon, to be playing in the NRL. So I think he just genuinely
I like him
feels-
as a player. I think he's very good.
He's a really
Mate,
good
it's a
player.
tough one.
There's been some
who made the
suggestions.
call?
Sorry, there's been some suggestions the Bulldogs are having a look. Talyn Da Silva. Talyn.
Come on.
For you, bro.
The sombrero.
There's a new sombrero in town,
The
baby.
sombrero in the breeze. For
you.
from the eastern
Just
suburbs.
for you, bro. I'm ruling the dogs out for you.
Oh, okay, good.
Is Kaling going? So going back to Talyn,
He's a rookie.
who made the call there? Because that would have been tough. Was it Benji or
there's been
Richo?
suggestions. There absolutely has been suggestions throughout the game over the past month that Shane Richardson was preparing to back Talyn Da Silva, but at the same time said to Benji Marshall, "Look, it's your call. It's your call." And it seems
That's
as though
where
he's
they
gone.
landed. All right, the great Lee Hadjiman-Tellus, he's back. And guess what? He has regrets about his position at the Tigers. Let's have a look at what he said. Not only do I not miss being chairman, I regret taking on the role. You have no real authority or power to affect any change. The real authority and power vests in those who own the club, the Holman Barnes Group. He's fired some shots. Lee, is he right?
Yeah, in fairness, he is right. The Holman Barnes Group sit above the West Tigers NRL club and they've got full control when it comes to the major decisions. As much as Richo is the CEO and he went in there with a brief telling everybody that he wanted players who were in for the crocodile role and going to be prepared to do the hard yakka. The Holman Barnes Group, whenever it's any massive decision, you look at the Lockie Galvin scenario. I think Richo actually wanted to fight and dig in on that and try and, if they wanted to go the legal road, he was prepared to, but the Holman Barnes Group overruled him.
Okay, interesting.